Welcome to the Hemp and Hops Podcast. I'm your boy Hemp,
and I'm your boy Hopz,
and you're now rocking with the best.
So grab your meds and grab your brews and come on and hang out with us for a little bit. Yeah.
Hold up. You still hold up. Cash. Hold up. Cash on me. What's that money? Hold up. Bag. Hold up. Bag. Hold up. Time to make this. Hold up. Bang. Hold up. Bang. Hold up. You don't like it. Hold up.
Yo, here we are once again. It's the Hemper and the Hopper, and this is the Hemp and Hops Podcast. If you see us, you know it's Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Hump Day special. You know what I'm talking about. How you doing, man?
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. Hey, that's how it is sometimes midweek. You know what I mean? The long and grueling hustle and bustle, rise and grind schedule. You feel?
Do you know what not drinking as much has taught me?
What?
That I fucking hate everybody. And I knew that.
Yeah,
but, I hate my job.
Yeah.
More than I thought I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sobriety brings clarity, huh?
Yeah. Well, just because it's a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah.
So
it's not easier to deal with bullshit when you're not sober, but when that sobriety hit your ass, you start looking around like
once we figure out the wife's open enrollment on her insurance, my ass is getting on it. Mm-hmm. I'm out.
Deuces.
17 years.
Down the drain.
I ain't even lying.
Yeah.
I am serious.
Not necessarily down the drain, people, but you know what I'm saying.
No, it's pretty much.
Well, I mean,
everybody's like, you got a 401k? I'm like, no. And they're like, well, why not? That's dumb. I'm like, I don't know. You know what's dumb? You sitting over there staring at your phone every goddamn day saying, look how much money I've lost. I've got every fucking cent of mine that Uncle Sam didn't take. Yeah. I didn't put nothing in some fucking fake account somewhere. There's you gonna have no 401k before it's over with. I'm like, I don't have one to begin with.
Yeah, so we all good. The standing is still the same. You know what I'm saying?
What you gonna do? Just work forever?
Maybe not.
What are you gonna do? Work forever? Yes, you are.
Not seeing
apparently
the hypocrisy in asking that
nobody
question.
Ever sees nobody ever.
Or the contradiction in that. But yeah, man.
It's American dream. Work forever.
Yeah, and it is, but to what extent of what you're working? You know, are you working for yourself? Or are you working in
I don't mind
building,
work for myself. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, and I think that's what mainly is the issue with a lot of people who become jaded or disinterested in the way of society is, you know, I got other shit I want to work on, shit that I feel like is purposeful. This shit ain't got shit to do with nothing other than paying the bills.
You know one thing I miss? Going to the gym. And they're like, well, Matt, you can go after work. I'm like, I don't want to. And they're like, well, that's just, you got to just push through. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't want to go after I work goddamn 10 hours.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've been getting up at 3:45 in the morning and going to work and doing a bunch of shit because my boss has diabetes and didn't want to take care of himself right. So now he's lost half his foot, right? And now he's in the hospital. So now me and this other guy has been sharing his duties in the morning, right? Not getting paid anymore. Sharing his shit. And now the other guy has been sick. So guess who's been just taking care of everything?
Oh, Hopper.
Yeah. I get up 4:45 to 3:45 in the afternoon.
That's a lot.
That's damn near 12 hours, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a long day, man.
Yeah. And I guess who gets to do it again in the morning? This fucking guy. And I'm tired of it.
Great privilege.
I'm tired. I'm just over it. I'm sick of it. Yeah. You know when being poor and hungry just sounds better than fucking going to work? What are you gonna do when you're poor and hungry? I'm like, I'm gonna sit in my house that's pretty much paid for, so I don't care. My wife makes pretty good money by herself, and I don't know, be a bartender for a while. I'm pretty good at talking shit. And I hear you find you a good spot. Hell, I make $1,000 in 4 days. That's less than I make in 5. That's more than I make in 5.
Yeah. You are when you told me one day or one episode like what your what at the hourly what you make a day. I start that's my gauge. Like if I can make that a day, then I'm good. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you take that mindset, okay, even if you're getting paid $20 an hour, what's your at the end of that 10, 8, 10, 12, how many hours you working? At the end of that day, how much money is that? Okay, so take that and then say you start a business or you get into the gig. I don't really like that term, but I mean it is what it is. Into the gig field, and that's your mindset. Yo, I got to be out here until I hit 150, 200 for the day.
Yeah,
Like
you don't get out of bed for less than that.
Nah, and that's what you're going for.
If you don't have it in you to make at least that much money, then don't even try it. Mm-hmm. Just do something else.
Yeah, you might just sit down
and wake up the next day and put in the work.
Again. Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
don't stress yourself out.
Cause all that shit ain't about nothing. That's why a couple years ago I started focusing on cutting down my cost of living and downsizing a lot of shit, just because I feel like we get caught in these traps, illusionary traps of I need this, I need that, I want this, I want that, because society says this is what you're supposed to have at this point in your life, and this is where you're supposed to be, and you're supposed to be doing that, and you're supposed to be doing this, and then once you break out of that paradigm or the matrix, if you will, and you start seeing life for what it really is, and it's like, what do any of this shit got to do with actually living life? And it's like, in my perception, not a goddamn thing. I had to cut a lot of it out, and then and it's still getting to the point where I don't even. Right now, I'm just finding purposeful things, because you know what I mean. Other than that, I'm very content with just being a father. You know what I'm saying? Like the technical stuff in life that people forget to care about. I'm just content with waking up, getting my kids to school when they were in school, waking up to them, maintaining the house, maintaining my yard, just simple, regular, everyday life type of things, you know what I'm saying? So
I remember when we all started that doing the whole quarantine thing or whatever, when I was off work for like 4 months, made $1,000 a week, by the way.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm like, well, who the fuck wants to go back? Like, people won't go back to work. Duh, shit, you're paying them $1,000, you dumb fuck. I didn't want to go back to work. But one thing that I thought was funny is, like, everybody was like, it was like, what are we gonna do at home? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, if you hadn't been making your house somewhere that you wanted to be at before now, I don't know the fuck you doing. Make your house somewhere that you want to be at.
Yeah, I mean, that's supposed to be your fortress of solitude.
Yeah, if you make your home someplace you enjoy being at, then you don't have to go as much and you spend less money. I promise you. You may spend more money on that, like say me, like this area I have here. You may spend money on those new speaker monitors that are loud. You may spend money on those, but I spend that money that one time, and I've been using these things for however long, but I've only spent that money once. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Same with everything else I got. Those guitars are over there next to a potato. These microphones that we're using. You spend this money one time, and then you use it. It's done paid for. I mean, in my opinion, paid for itself. Yeah.
It served its purpose. And then you get all that use out of it. So, man,
instead of going out and eating and drinking every goddamn day, you're just gonna continue spending money.
Yeah. So it's all about, what I'm saying, shifting your paradigm, changing your perception. Reeling in a couple of your habits, unnecessary or bad habits, you know what I'm saying, money management, money discipline, and you can do a lot, and you have a lot more freedom in that sense as well, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all can take that with y'all.
Oh shit.
on this hump day.
Yeah, and if you got to spend a little bit more than you planned on with one time, go ahead and do it and stay at the fucking house next weekend.
Yeah. But in the meantime, in between time, while we dealing with all these stressors in the world, you know what I mean? You know the name of the show, so you know why you're here. Mm-hmm. You got to take the edge off some way, so why not take the edge off with some lemon cherry runts, which I am having this week, you know what I'm saying? That's my strain of the week, lemon cherry runts. I'll give you a breakdown in a minute. Or if you're not doing that, and you know you're taking a break away from alcohol, why not have a relaxing?
Yeah, and I'm revisiting what I had last week. It's a free wave Hazy IPA, non-alcoholic, by Athletic Brewing Company. Haven't done one of these. Like, I've been taking a break. Now, if I told you that I haven't had an actual beer over the past 2 weeks, I would be lying, and we don't lie on this fucking podcast. Mm-hmm. So I have, because there's a point, at some point in time, I felt like I was punishing myself for some reason. So I was like me and Shay was talking, and Shay was like, just go get you a fucking beer if you want a beer. I mean, because I was like, man, I really want a beer. And she's like, well, goddamn, go get one. Mm-hmm. So I did. I went and got, those beers out, those fucking big beers that I drank, the Space Force or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I did, and I grilled, and I chilled, and and that was it, and I'm good. I kind of felt like I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Because especially all that shit that happened to me, with work and fucking just losing sense of their moral code just to have people in there working. Like, dude getting arrested. I'm cutting it short, all right? Dude getting arrested. Losing, he worked there, got arrested for slapping this 13-year-old girl in the face. Right?
Oh,
yeah. So he goes to jail, gets out of jail, calls work back, and asked Buddy, said, hey, can I have my job back? He asked the boss man. Boss man was like, is he willing to come back as a temp? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is he willing to come back as a temp? I'm like, how about, no, motherfucker. Stop slapping little girls.
Yeah, but man, with this climate, they're going to take back in,
I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be a part. I don't want to work with fucking somebody that think they can just, let her mama slap her if she needs to be slapped. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes I've been around my niece. My niece got a smart ass mouth. Hell, I'd like to drown her in a toilet sometimes, but that ain't my job. Nah, her mama needs to slap the shit out of her sometimes. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, I just don't want to be part of that anymore. Yeah. So that's why I was like, just get a fucking beer, man, before you lose your goddamn mind. Yeah. That's where I was at.
Yeah, man. You got to be careful putting your hand on children. It's a fine line.
Pop. Whip it.
I was watching something.
Keep it low,
earlier.
D. Keep it low.
Yeah, but yeah.
Even then.
And it's really just, man, boundaries, and the main point it comes down to boundaries, and how society is. It would seem like for some parents, I ain't gonna say for most, but it would seem like, and I don't know what that situation was, but it just got me thinking about something I was thinking about earlier. It just seemed like parents aren't able to really parent like I was parents, you know what I mean? Because you have all these. Cause it's a thin line, cause I feel like they are rules and things in place to help children, if it's your girl, all that shit is just a thin line, man. Like I told my middle child the other day, you know what I mean? What your mama cool with, I'm not cool with, just for the fact, a lot of shit, just for the fact of I wasn't raised like I wasn't. When I was young, I couldn't be around adults while they having conversations, interjecting being in adult business,
Yeah,
finances. I can have a say, but at the end of the day, I don't run nothing. I don't have the mindset that I run anything, and just the entitlement of these kids.
I wouldn't want to be in the middle of that when I was a
It's
kid.
just, man, it's a lot, and then a lot of these children just don't know respect. They feel like they can talk to any adult, any teacher, anybody of any regard. Like, it
Thanks,
is what
internet.
it is.
Social media taught them that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they are more emboldened, and it's not gonna change no time soon.
Nope.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't saying Buddy in the right. It just made me think about how it's very bad out here. It is very bad. I see it a lot when I'm in the stores. These children are very emboldened. They really don't have the level of respect that a lot of me and my peers had. Like, we got in a lot of shit, but it was just shit we knew not to say or act or be towards adults.
We got our ass
know what I'm saying?
whipped.
Yeah, and it's
For fuck's sake, it's positive fear.
but you can't even do that. You know
Nah.
what I mean? So yeah,
No,
man.
no. Fuck them.
You want to go ahead
Hell.
and pop that top, man?
Yep, this is what. How do you open it? I forget. There we go. I'm just gonna get a vasectomy and be done with it.
I love children. I'm fine, but like I tell I give my kids a lot of liberties, but I'm still like, I feel like we a very nice blend of a little new school, a little old school. Don't just cause your friends doing this, that, and the third, or just cause you can feel however you want to feel. But this is what it is. I let my kids feel what they want. I let them embrace themselves, but I don't lie to them. I'm very honest, and I don't participate in any illusions or delusions. So what they do on their spare time is them, but I'll let them know I love them regardless. But yeah, don't come to me, with no delusionary thoughts. And yeah, I'll leave that there, right there.
Nah.
Yeah.
Don't you come with me, would you? You fucking. I had all kinds of shit going on in my head. I'm just not gonna say it, but I really want to say all kinds of shit. Don't you come with me, would you, goddamn? You. Listen here, you little whippersnapper. Don't you come at me, would you? With
your feelings.
Yeah, with your damn feelings. You fucking, somebody hurt them. I don't care.
With your damn feelings. I'm here with you. We gonna battle to the end, but hey, man.
Should be like Uncle Hopz and just drink till you ain't got feelings no more. Then you don't matter.
Yeah. You see your father self-medicating.
Yeah.
I ain't got time.
Yeah. Here, just hit this button and leave me alone.
I try to tell them, and I understand, especially like with women, like, it's a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to, I ain't going to say I'm not going to be able to. It's going to take a lot of patience and a lot of understanding on my side, because I just be like, yo, man, fuck that shit, man. What?
You ever work for money?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But
you ever
kick
the coffee table?
I tell them, man, like, a lot of this shit I got with experience, so I know it ain't just gonna come overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you got to see it, you got to go through it, and I wish you didn't have to, but just listen to rhyme and reason, to people who might have experienced these things before, because there ain't nothing new under the sun. But at the same time, as a person who was stubborn and been considered hard-headed a little bit, I know I know niggas children have to find out on their own. So I'm not even disillusioned on that fact. I tell them, but I know in the back of my mind, you just gonna have to see. And that leads me to why I be self-medicating heavy, because raising babies is stressful. 5.
I feel like I work with a bunch of babies.
5 of them. Yeah, you probably do. There's a lot of grown kids out here who think they adults. Along a bunch of grown ass kids.
Buddy went home yesterday. My tummy hurts. This is what I heard. He said he had a stomach virus, but I heard my tummy hurts.
Yeah, man, that's probably what it was. His inner child, like, fuck this shit. I'm going home. I'm partaking in lemon cherry runs. That's what this is. That's what I'll be having this week. I don't know if I've had it before on the episode. If I have, I can't remember. I done had cherry runts, I'm sure, and I had different varieties of runts, but this time it's lemon cherry. Put this one down because that's a mixture of.
He smokes a lot of weed, so he don't remember.
Yeah, cause that blunt is the blunt I just put down. The little clip is a mix of lemon cherry runts and motor mouth. So I like blending strands when I get them uppers and downers sometimes to get that super.
We like to call those duppers.
Yeah.
The what duppers?
But let's see here. Via Leafly, we on Leafly.
We're back
this,
on Leafly.
week.
Okay.
And they don't have lemon cherry runts on here. I just was able to find cherry runts, so I give you a rundown about that. Cherry Runts is a hybrid weed strain. Reviewers on Leafly say the strain makes them feel giggly, sleepy, and uplifted. Cherry Runts has 17% THC and 1% CBG. The dominant terpene in this strain is limonene or some shit like that. If you smoke, dabbed, or otherwise enjoyed the strain Cherry Runts before, let us know. Leave a review.
Fucking dabs.
Dab. And I'm gonna take it off.
Fucking dabs.
In 5,
4,
3,
2, 1. Houston, we're out this bitch. What if they really said that? Houston, we out this bitch.
Houston, we go. And they say it somewhere.
Blast off
some
the
dimension.
earth.
It don't really tell you too much about the taste. It didn't give you a breakdown on all that. I feel like it's you get a little cherry undertone. It's very piney to me. It's not very sweet and bright as some of the other runts I had. But I like it. It ain't bad.
Tastes like hot water.
Pretty smooth. Yeah, you can taste the cherry. That's about all I taste though.
Tastes like Dozier.
Yeah.
I remember I went in the Hot Topic one time, and you remember the show Fraggle Rock? Mm-hmm. You remember the little guys, little builder guys? Mm-hmm. But they were called doozers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my ass went in the Hot Topic one time, asked them, "Hey, you got them dozers?" And
meaning doozers.
Yeah, meaning doozers, and I was high, and I was just, "Hey man, you got that dozers?" And they looked, and I'm like, "No, we don't carry that here." And I was like, "I thought y'all said they had that Fraggle Rock thing." And he yelled at my buddies, and then everybody started laughing in the store, and I'm like, "Fuck, it's goddamn funny." I mean, you mean doozers? I'm like, what did I say?
Dozers.
They said dozers. I was like, that ain't what I meant.
That is not what I meant.
Like, yeah, and they had this little set. It looked like I said, like 8 of them in this little box. I'm like, let me get one of them.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Stop laughing at me.
Please.
I'm too high for this shit down at Town Center Mall.
But
I already was in there called the self-flushing urinals, self-flushing urinals. I don't know what the fuck I said. This was back when we didn't have self-flushing urinals up here yet. They was down there when you got down closer to Atlanta. So when you just got done pissing and stepped back from them, some bitches started flushing on their own. And I was like, whoa.
Like, whoa.
So I just stepped up in front of it and stepped back again, and it kept flushing itself.
Like, whoa.
There you go. That I just aged myself real good if you didn't know already. That son of a bitch is flushing on its own. Y'all see that shit?
I'll be damned.
And now, they're everywhere. So, straight up, drop a deuce at work. Get up, flushed.
And back to work we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways, that's it. We ain't even gonna do 2-parter. We just gave it all to you at once. We're gonna start doing it.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Give you a strain and hop a week, which is, sorry about that. If that's in the feedback in the background, that's me crushing the bottle.
That's ASMR or something.
But yeah, man.
Asthma.
We gonna experiment as we going into our interview series with when it's just us. 15 to 30 minutes. Give you a strain. Give you a craft beer to go try out. And give you and leave you with something positive. On top of giving you a bunch of dope individuals to go check out, support, and all that good shit. Mm-hmm. That I think that's what we gonna format it on going forward. So before we get out of here and get into our honorable mentions, I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote, a little passage out this book that I'm reading called "The Way of the Superior Man."
I'm gonna start
David
reading it.
Dida, I believe I'm saying that correct.
Data, something. Yeah.
I had a second copy, so I made sure my good esteemed colleague got one. Shout out to my bro GT Music. He put me up on this a couple years ago. A digital copy I listened to on Audible, but I found physical copies like maybe a year and a half ago. But anyway, I pulled this back out a couple days ago. Just to, refresher and to feed the spirit. I'm always looking for things to inspire me. And, yeah, man, I'm right back into it. But it's it's an international bestseller. It's The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire for any of my brothers out there that want to give this a shot. But anyway, I'm going to leave y'all with this. This is for the creators, people like us who out here, trying to make things happen. And got to deal with life as well, you know what I'm saying? This book, the first chapter is called Stop Hoping for Completion of Anything in Life. Basically saying how we always put things out. Like, I'm going to do this later on, or later on you think you're going to have enough time, and that time is never really coming. That's an illusion. But anyway, I'll leave y'all with this. Most postponements are excuses for a lack of creative discipline. Limited money and family obligations have never stopped a man who really wanted to do something, although they provide excuses for a man who is not really up to the creative challenge in the first place. Find out today whether you are willing to do what it takes to give your gift fully. You know what I'm saying? And then it suggests that as the first step, spend at least 1 hour today giving your fullest gift, whatever that is for today, so that when you go to sleep at night, you couldn't have lived your day with more courage, creativity, and giving. You know what I'm saying? And that's just 1 hour a day. And doing what you say it is that you want to do. If you can't even dedicate an hour out of 24, just as a starting step of building stone. I said that backwards, I believe. But then it's gonna force you to confront yourself. And it's basically it's challenging you to challenge yourself to either be real with yourself or stop lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I thought my man had a dust jacket on a paperback.
But yeah,
I thought my man went all out.
Most postponements are excuses for a lack of creative discipline. Y'all remember that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave y'all with that. And that can go for both genders. You know what I'm saying? Any creatives.
My man Ken Wilbur here says, finally a guide for the non-castrated male. So I'm out. Sorry.
You castrated?
Yeah,
You've been castrated. Yeah, man. So y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's a good read. And yeah, if not, take what we take that quote. You know what I'm saying? And take that with you. You feel me?
My man said finally a guy for the Whew, boy, we've been looking for.
Yeah.
All of us, we you know, I mean, I was assuming everybody I know is non-castrated, but you know.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
Sorry,
on
I was away from the microphone.
What perception you're looking at it?
I guess so. I guess that means, you know, anyways, not whatever.
But yeah, man, on to the honorable mentions. Shout out to originalgangsters.com. Man, if y'all haven't already, all these weeks I've been telling y'all, go check out that website and go check out their new podcast, the Hope Dealers Podcast, out right now. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, on their website, originalgangsters.com, and really anywhere you can tap into podcasts. Go support those good people out there in Arizona, originalgangsters.com. Shout out to Pat Bad Radio, PBJ. Pat Bad John just had a birthday yesterday, and he just dropped a project on his birthday.
He been sending messages out.
Yeah. He had a semi-listening party. I was lucky to have time to sit in for a little bit yesterday. My brother, Poetic Musket, sent me a link, and I just, like I said, I just happened to be free during that time. I was happy. It felt like the old days, getting on there, seeing some of the crew that I ain't seen in a minute. So shout out to them good people, man. London Lefty, Queen Ioka, King Benny, Chili Cole, you know, the list go. Indica Jolly, Shalom Little, 5 a.m. Sumo Dojo sessions by 5 a.m. You know what I mean? Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the whole Nappy family. You know what I mean? Shout out to
special shout out to Joe for being nominated again for a Grammy.
Yeah, man. Joe, keep doing big things.
And whoever the snotty nosed Rez kids for that wet picture. I think I've heard one of their songs. It was on my Discover Weekly on Spotify. It was pretty good. I have to go back and listen to them again. But yeah, some of that new school hip hop stuff.
Yeah. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Who else?
You know, Deadly Fines still making artwork. She actually had to clean up the layer here because she was using it as a resin pouring station. So there was shit everywhere. But shout out to her. For you guys that don't know, it's my lovely wife. So
her dopeness.
Yeah, and then shout out to
River Remedy Brewing Company.
Yep. I just went and seen Justin, Mr. River Brews on Instagram. Go follow him and go follow River Remedy Brewing Company on IG, on Facebook, all that good business. And shout out to hell, I don't know. When you say Nappy family, that takes care of a lot of folks. Yeah. You know, James Cardoza, I don't think we shouted him out in a minute.
Yeah, Fitz was handling.
Yeah, and then of course Stay Blazing, Josh Shaughnessy,
who we will see shortly on podcast Afterthoughts.
Yeah,
since we cutting out the second segment of the show, we ain't doing intermissions no more. We having the Afterthoughts, and we're going into I'll drop the name probably next week. The interview series, which I want to do a whole. We want to do a whole rollout for that. So you know what I mean. I'm real excited about that. But yeah, man, that's coming. In the meantime, go catch up. Go stream some old shows on our YouTube channel, Hemp&HopzPodcast. Yeah.
May I recommend Moon Rock Intermission? I'm gonna start recommending shows. I'm gonna start recommending episodes.
Yeah, go check out
Moon Rock Intermission.
Go check out that and get acquainted. Make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell to be notified when we drop a new content.
Hit the shit out of it.
Go follow us on TikTok. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on Facebook. Become our friend.
Fucking follow us on Snapchat. I mean, it's I got it. If I get enough people, if somebody's been adding this. I don't know who the fuck some of these people are. It said so and so Diane's added you. I'm like, who the fuck is Diane? So what? Shout out to Diane.
Yeah, man. Y'all become a part of the family, the community, as we grow, build, and iron this thing on out. The interview series for those who have been rocking with us since our inception.
You'll like the name. You'll like the name.
You'll like the name, and I feel like you're just gonna like everything about it. It's gonna be probably our most professional and quality-wise venture thus far. You know what I'm saying? So I think y'all gonna be pleasantly surprised. And we just gonna keep growing, man. So we appreciate y'all. Love, peace, love, and light. And come join us over on IG Live exclusively for Podcast Afterthoughts. And if you're catching this after Podcast Afterthoughts, of course, come catch the replay, join the discussion. This week, top 5 is top 5 songs that make you want to dance. You come on, you want to get that, you boogie in on. So yeah, man, come join the conversation over at Hemp and Hops right now. And until then, in the meantime, in between time, we appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and light. And yeah, we out this thing.
Oh, turn